Mic check, mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I see movement. So I don't know if you guys can hear me, but welcome in from the Channel 9 studio. This is Sports Chat with Mr. 33. Uh, Sitting here watching this game. Eagles, Cowboys versus Eagles. They just came out of a delay. Was a delay. The Cowboys just turned the ball over before the delay. Now the Eagles got the ball at the 16-yard line. So they're going back with 4 minutes and 44 seconds. Eagles up 24-20. First possession of the ball. We got Devontae Smith in motion. Run the ball with Saquon. Saquon loses a yard. Uh, Pretty quiet. Well, it's I'm not gonna say quiet. He's 13 to 15. Jalen Hurts, Saquon just lost yards, so he's about 12 for 59 yards. 12 for 60 yards. This is technically a 1 yard loss. Second and 10. Excuse me, second and 11. I'm sorry. Trips on the right hand side of the field. Jalen Hurts got the ball. Blitz coming. Shakes one man. Throws the ball out of bounds to get away from the pressure. So now it's third and 10, third and 11 at the 15-yard line. This was Dallas. The Dallas turnover was the first turnover in the game. It's really been like one sack, but most of the possessions they've been scored on. I think Philly had the ball 4 times. They scored all 4 times in the first half. Dallas had 4 possessions. They scored 2 touchdowns and 2 field goals. Jalen Hurts get away from it's a running play now. He's trying to get the first down. He's short. He stopped at the 23. Fourth down, 4th and 3. The kicking unit is coming out. So it's a good defensive play by the Cowboys after turning the ball over. And now they may be getting the ball back. Dallas came on the blitz. Deron Bland ran in the pocket and got up out of there, but he's short of the first down. Good defense once again by the Cowboys. We're expecting to see a lot of blitz. The punter punched the ball off. It's a fair catch at the 26 by the Cowboy. I almost said Trayvon Austin. That's not his name. And Dak is coming back out here with 3 minutes and 10 in the third quarter. Dak is 12 of 20, 127 yards. And like I said, they're not having a bad offensive game either way. But it's 1st and 10 at the 26. It's a run to the running back. They pushing the ball. They at the 30. That tackle down at the 30 by Deron Williams, the former Broncos running back. Five yards, 4 yards on the play, 4 yards. 2nd and 6 at the 30. Dak under the center. Receiver in motion. Play action pass. They coming to get him. He dumps it off. He gets the pass completed at the 35 to his tight end, which gives him a third and 1. But just over 2 minutes to go in the third quarter as we finish up this quarter. Once again, 1 hour is why this game is still going. But here we go, third and 1. CeeDee Lamb is next to Dak in the backfield. CD goes in motion, empty backfield, 31. They're coming. He dumps it to CD Lamb, first down and more. Tackled at the 49 by Adoree Jackson. So it's first and 10 at the 49 of the Cowboys. Gain of 14 yards. Dak back under center. Running the ball with Williams again. Williams get about 3 yards as he advanced the ball over midfield and is at now the Eagles' 48-yard line. So it's we're gonna say second and 7, second and 6 with 40, just about 40 seconds. Second and 7 with 40 seconds to go. Dak is in shotgun. Uh, CD Lamb is close to 100 yards in receiving. He's in motion. Fake the handoff to CD Lamb. It's a throw to CD Lamb. And he lost yards. He's back on Dallas 48-yard line. So it's a loss of 4. So it's about 3rd and 10, 3rd and 11. I think they'll run the clock out as the third quarter is getting ready to end. It's 3rd and 10 at Cowboys 48 as they switch sides to start the fourth quarter with the Eagles up 24-20 at the end of 3 quarters. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, an odd thing that happened as soon as the game started. Defensive tackle Jalen Carter, he goes up to Dak Prescott, spits in his face, and gets ejected out of the game soon as the game starts. So he's not been playing. One of their fullbacks something happened to his knee. He got carted off. So the Eagles is down 2 players already. I have not gotten an update on that player. But we get the opportunity while the commercial is on. Tomorrow night, Kansas City plays Los Angeles, and they're in Brazil. That game is 8:00 Eastern Standard Time, and it will be live. It will be available on this brand that we're on, YouTube. So it will be available once again at 8:00. The Chiefs, coming off their Super Bowl loss, they start their season in Brazil versus the Los Angeles Chargers in an AFC West opening day for those 2 teams, division rivalry. I'm going with the Chiefs. I think they're going to be upset with Patrick, the way they lost the Super Bowl to the Eagles. So I think they got something to play for starting the season off early. So, we get to see Harbaugh and Justin Herbert, Laz McConkey, Derwin James. Is that his name? Derwin James? I think that's his name. The safety on the Chargers. Do they still have Bosa? I think they still have Bosa on the D line. So we're gonna see some very interesting football as we come into these next couple of games. Then we got all of Sunday. For those of you that want to, you can't pick this game. Obviously, you want to pick tomorrow's game. Feel free to leave your pick on the community wall, and I will add it to my pick'em list. We're back at the game, 3rd and 10. Dak got the ball. He's in the pocket. He throws. It popped up in the air and incomplete as CeeDee Lamb either he mistimed the ball or he didn't see the ball coming to him. So it's 4th and 10. It was a good throw by Dak. He had a clean pocket. I'm trying to see what just happened in general, but it's an incomplete pass nonetheless. Oh yeah, just hit the top of CD's helmet. It went through his hands. He didn't catch the ball. It went right through his hands. So now Dallas is going to punt from their 49-yard line. It's fair court at the 13 by Dotson, the former Commander player. So we coming back on the field, 1st and 10. Uh they're on a commercial break, but I'm doing this, so I ain't got no commercial break. The most interesting game Sunday will probably be the Bills at home against the Ravens. That'll be the Sunday night game, the NBC game at 8:20. But there's a lot, there's going to be, what is it, 32 teams, 32 teams. So it'll probably be about 13 games on Sunday. As I said, we already have a game tomorrow. AJ Brown has not been targeted. That's why a lot of people have the questions they have about, is Jalen Hurts, a top 10 quarterback? Because the game is moving. They're not really needing to throw the ball, but Jalen Hurts got the ball. He steps in. Time to throw. Swings it to Saquon. Saquon gets the ball to the 21-yard line. A gain of 8 yards on the pass. So it's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2 at the 20. Well, they moved the ball back, so it's closer to the 20. But it's 2nd and 2 nonetheless. 8-yard gain on the pass play. They're moving the ball as much as they want to, but 2nd and 2 on the play. Here goes the handoff to Saquon. Saquon gets back to the line of scrimmage. That is a no gain play. So now we're going to have 3rd and 2 from the 20, let's say the 21, inside the 21. Tackle on the play by 94 Nealon. 3rd and 1. They gave him a yard. So it's 3rd and 1. We're going to the tuck push thing. It looks like it. He's under center. They're off sides. Snap. Where's the ball? He's short. No, the referee said he made it. One referee came short of the line. The other one said, let's go. 1st down. So it's now 1st and 10. They made the signal, 1st and 10. At the 23. I thought we were going to see the first official marker where you don't use the yardsticks anymore. They're not using the yardsticks this year, guys. Yardsticks is just there for decoration. They have the virtual place where you put the ball. As Devontae was in motion, there's a flag on the play. Well, we got 12 men on the field on Dallas. So they get a free 5 yards. So it's 1st and 5. How you do that when you just came off the play like that? So it's 1st and 5 at their 28-yard line. The clock is running just over 12 minutes and 40 seconds. 1st and 5 at the 28. Let's see how they line up. Jalen Hurts is under center, two backs in the backfield. The handoff to Saquon. Saquon, does he get the 1st down? He looks short. Got about 5, but she's kind of short. So it's going to be about a 2nd in inches. but he did get five. He got 5 yards, but he's short 1 yard. Well, short inches. Excuse me. Welcome into those that are coming in. I'm broadcasting the game because of the weather delay. It's 2nd and 1. Eagles got the ball. They're up 24-20 with just under 12 minutes. Saquon does not get the first down. It looked like he lost yards. He lost a yard. So now it's 3rd down for sure. Anyway, the weather delay was about an hour long. So that's why this game is still going. It's just reaching the fourth quarter. Uh yeah, Saquon is short. 3rd down and a full yard now. Will they go to the top foot? Yes, he will. As Jalen Hurts is under center again. That's a full start. He got it. That second effort gave him another first down. The referee coming in, waving them on. Clock is ticking. It's under 11 minutes now. We had 10 minutes and 50 seconds, and the clock is still rolling. I got it on mute because I don't want people. I know normal people, regular people. They let the sound go. I just don't. I'm new to this, so I don't want no strikes or nothing like that. Besides, I think I call the game better than them anyway. But anyway, 1st and 10 at the 34. Devontae and AJ is on the right side. Snap, throw to Devontae. Devontae up to the 40-yard line. Look like a gain of 7. It's a lot of right now. It's a lot of dinking and dunking, and mixing it in with run plays. But I guess they're playing ball control. 10 minutes in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line. 1, 2. It's 4 wideouts and Saquon in the back. Is that the running back in the back? I can't see if it's Saquon yet. Snapped. Oh, he throws it to Saquon. Saquon catches it. Oh, stiff arm. Oh, Saquon gets the first down. A 4-yard pass play, but it's enough for the first down. They keep the clock moving. They keep the chains moving. 9.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. He snapped the ball. Jalen Hurts was under pressure. He went to a safety route. Saquon did the rest. Okay, in the pistol, tight end in motion. Handed to Saquon. Saquon gets nothing. He got tackled at the 40 by the linebacker Houston. Looked like a loss of 3 yards. Yeah, it's a big loss. It's a loss of what? 4 yards? 2nd and 14? 2nd and 14. Saquon's out the game. Devontae's in motion, shotgun formation. Looked like Jalen curled the timeout as the play clock was down to 0. So it's the first timeout used by the Eagles. 2nd and 14 when they come back with 8:26 left to go. So, this is the first game of the year. They put the banner up. They celebrated. I don't think they got their rings tonight, but they're trying to set tempo. They're trying to set. They're in the pursuit of repeating. For most people, as they say, repeat. Others are going to say they're defending the championship. Nothing wrong with that. But when you win a championship, you're going to have a whole bunch of people coming after you. And this is a rivalry game anyway, because Eagles and Cowboys, they don't like each other. Well, nobody likes the Cowboys, whatever division it is. I don't care if it's the Giants, the Commanders, the Eagles, the Cardinals. They don't care. Nobody likes the Cowboys. So, it's like I said, it's now it's getting back into rhythm. Well, not rhythm, but Like I said, in the first half, all possessions were scored upon. The Eagles scored 3 touchdowns and a field goal for their 4 possessions, and the Cowboys had 2 touchdowns and 2 field goals. And that's the score we at now, 24-20. No scoring in the second half. The Cowboys was as close as being in the red zone, but that big fumble that Williams coughed up is what stopped that from being a score from stopping them from scoring. It was a scoring opportunity, but the fumble stopped that momentum, and it's been punting ever since. Because literally, there was no punts in the first half at all. Nobody punted the ball. So, you know, it's up to now. It looks like it's going to be up to Dak Prescott. The Cowboys have been blitzing for the most part. They do have a sack. Matter of fact, they're the only ones with a sack. I think it's only been one sack given up in the whole entire game. So, you know, they're trying to compensate for that trade of Michael Parsons. So, they're doing what they can. But now they're back. The game is back on. It's 8 minutes, 26 seconds, 2nd and 14. Saquon is still out the game. Are they still in the same formation? Yep. Jalen Hurts in shotgun. Devontae's all the way out. AJ's next to him. Snap the ball. No pressure. The pocket collapse. Jalen is running. Jalen gets rid of the ball. Rolls it out of bounds. 3rd and 14. It's a lot going on. They saying Dickerson's hurt. Yep. Dickerson, the right guard, is walking back to the locker room. Might be a big loss for the Eagles, as he's a returning guard, one of their best linemen. Dillon is in the backfield. Saquon is still out. 3rd and 14 at the 41. Jalen got the ball in the pocket. Dumps it off to Goddard. It's at midfield, but he's well short of the first down. Look like it's 4th and 4. I know they're not going for it. Traditionally you punt the ball. It just went under 8 minutes. Let's see what the Eagles do. No, they got him out there. Jalen Hurts is still out there on the field, y'all. He's still out there. It is 4th and 5. It's a big play. The dimensions of the field shifting is they got to get the stop. Cowboys got to get the stop. Devontae's all the way out. Jalen is. Oh, they took the delay game. They got me pumped up like they was going for it, but they took the delay game. So now it's going to be 4th and 10. 7.5 minutes left in the game. 7:27 exactly. Now they're sending out the punting unit. 4th and 10 on the delay of game. The punt is off. It is out of bounds. Where we marking the ball, referee? Got his hand up. He's walking to the 13-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 for Dallas at their own 13. 24-20, 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go. In the 4th quarter, they're going to commercial break. For the Channel 9's viewers, tomorrow we'll probably have the conversation about the game between the Chiefs and the Chargers, as well as what happened on, our weekly Wrestling Friday. We might have to do double duty tomorrow because there is a football game and there is, our weekly Wrestling Friday. We get to see what happens on SmackDown, and we'll probably go through some scores and things like that. Uh, in the football game as well. I may come in and do play by play as well with that. Uh, that's you guys. If that's what you guys, that's what y'all want to do, y'all let me know. We'll have that. We'll have that conversation as like I told you. Once the sports start kicking in, it's kicking in. We will give you guys whatever you ask for. We'll do some Sunday night games. We'll do some Monday night games. Well, Monday anyway, because that we'll be talking about wrestling for the most part with those games. So we'll probably come in if the games are still going, if they're close. We'll highlight those and then have a conversation about it. Uh, yeah, we can do whatever it is you ask. Cause like me, normally I don't watch the commercials, right? I'll just chink out. I turn the channel. I was watching Naomi Osaka at US Open. She was down a set. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's five. It's she's up one set. 5-5, 15-15 all against Anisimova, an American player. 30-15. 30-15 who though? 30-15 Anisimova as the ball was called in. But like I said, I will give you guys all the updates I can. So like sports is here, y'all. It's kicking. It's in motion. Uh-oh. Dak throws the ball to CD. CD got the first down. As they trying to, it looks like they're trying to push tempo, even though CD Lamb got out of bounds. CD Lamb's got 100 yards on 7 catches. Technically, it's 109 yards on 7 receptions. So that's the first 100-yard game for CD Lamb. We under 7 minutes. Dak is on the center. He hands the ball off, and they are going to hold him up at the 22-yard line. So that's about a loss of the yard. So it'll be 2nd and 11 or 2nd and 12 because the ball was at the 24. Second and 12. Close to 6 minutes in the game. We got five wide receivers. Dak is in the corner by himself in the pocket. The pitches, he throws it to the receiver. Who is this? Is this George Pickens? No, I don't think so, but it was stopped. He might have got a yard or two. So it may be 3rd and 10 once again. They had an empty backfield, and the play got 2 yards. So what they lost in the run, they got it back. So now it's 3rd and 10, 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Eagle fans is getting hyped. Dak is in the shotgun. Trips on the right side. Up, they just emptied the backfield out. Williams is now the 4th person on the right side. Snaps. Dak stepping back. He's under pressure. He throws. He gets the pass off. It's completed, but well short of the first down. And they stopped the clock. I think they should have tackled him in bounds to keep the clock running. But it's still 5 minutes, 17 seconds. They may wind the clock up again. But it was, they did. Did they send a blitz? I don't think they sent a blitz. I think it was just their 4. And that's exactly what it was. That Dallas line looked at befuddled and let a couple of the guys. So it's 4th and 7 with under 5 minutes. The punt is off. Uh, Dotson fair catch at the 25. 1st and 10 at the 25. The Eagles get the possession. Will they run the clock out with 4 minutes and 43 seconds? They'll find out after the commercial break. Uh, so as the commercial break goes, this year we wanted to do something special for the channel. We try to get a fantasy draft up. I'm gonna take responsibility for that because at the end of the day, I didn't properly, get the channel motivated to display the fantasy draft. But once again, like I said, we still have the pick'ems. Anybody that was here last year, we pick the games. We pick all of the games of the week. We picked them, and then we decide who wins by the records, right? If you win, you win. It's just for recreational purposes, and just to build some camaraderie and say, all right, well, we know what we're talking about. We knew this team was going to win, that team was going to win, but we definitely wanted to do a fantasy draft because we all criticize the general managers in the NFL. So now when you have a fantasy draft, you get to be that general manager. So hopefully, if not this year, because the season technically already started and it wouldn't be fair, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. If you guys want to push it, we'll push it. But, next year, definitely. Like I said, I love doing this. So definitely next year, we'll definitely be on point. Hopefully we'll have some more people that will want to join the club, and do the fantasy. Now, if y'all want to do fantasy basketball, we would have to move a little fast on that because fantasy basketball, I mean, the NBA starts October 22nd. Y'all know today's already what is this, the 4th? So it's about 5 weeks to go. We would have to push that to the limit if that's what you guys would want to do. Y'all leave comments that y'all would want to participate in a fantasy draft in a fantasy league for the NBA, and we'll work on that as quick as possible. But nothing shakes and moves without the participation of the subscribers and the fans of the channel. So it's up to you guys. The game is back. CDM, they got the shot on CeeDee Lamb looking disgusted. I don't know how he got 100 yards, personally, but I guess he don't like the way the second half has been going because the momentum has shifted over, not towards the Eagles, but they're the ones that have time of possession. Snap, ball to Saquon. Saquon gets stuck behind the line. So it'll be 2nd and 10, 2nd and 11. Not a big game for Saquon tonight. He got a couple catches. I believe he's still at 60 yards with maybe 15 carries, 60-something yards. I'm not looking at the stats. I'm going off of memory, so bear with me. 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Jalen Hurts is in shotgun. He gained no yards, so it's 2nd and 10 at the 24. Snap. Jalen Hurts, pump fakes. Moving around in the pocket. He's running. He gets 3 yards. Oh, no flag. I thought it was going to be a flag as, he got touched as he was going out of bounds. But there was no flag thrown. The clock does stop for the Cowboys. He's at the 27-yard line. So maybe about a third and 7. That's what it is, 3rd and 7. The Cowboys is playing better defense than I expected. And here's a big play right now, 3rd and 7. Do you get your guys off the field? Jalen Hurts is in the shotgun. Devontae is at the top. Snap. Pressure coming. Jalen on the move. Come back. He gets Dotson. He's inbounds. He's short of the first down. And they will be punting. It is 4th. Let's say 4th and 3. Smart decision to keep them in bounds? Maybe not, but the time is ticking. So they came with a little blitz, man to man coverage. Yeah, he about 2, 3 yards short. So it's 4th and 3. Let's see what they do. Time is still running though. It's at 3 minutes. 3 minutes and 10 seconds. The punting unit is on. The punt is off. The punt lands out of bounds once again with 3 minutes and 2 seconds. They are spotting the ball. Dang, I just took the whole thing off. I think they spotted it at the 17-yard line. Uh, they go to commercial break once again. Let me go ahead and check the stats for you guys, as I got it up here somewhere. Yeah, as you can see, Jalen Hurts is 16 of 19 for 131 yards. Saquon Barkley rushing the ball is 15 for 65. One touchdown. Jalen Hurts has 2 rushing touchdowns, though, guys. He has 2 rushing touchdowns. Dotson is the leading receiver. He caught a 51-yard pass play. CeeDee Lamb has 109 yards. That needs to be updated. See, it's stalled right there because we have 4 minutes. It's still saying 8 and change. This is, y'all forgive me because I gotta refresh it sometimes myself. So it might be spinning and spinning and spinning. Because even the stats has changed now. This is one of the reasons why I don't really like doing the play-by-play. It's not productive for me, So, but I appreciate y'all bearing with me with my technical difficulties as the stats are being updated. They're still on commercial break. I'm still waiting for this thing to update for you to give you exact time and situation at hand. Move that real quick and get myself back on. That's crazy. Mic check 1 2 1 2. All right, I'm back in effect. I'm going single mode now. George Pickens just picked up the first down. 2 minutes and 47 seconds. The Cowboys are at the 38-yard line. Dak is in the shotgun. Dak is back in the pocket. He's loading up. He's going downfield. And he catch. Oh, no. CD dropped the ball and it almost got picked off at the same time. Wild play. I don't know what happened, but that's the second ball I seen CD drop tonight. Yeah, this is and it was almost picked off by number 32, the free safety Blankenship. So it's 2nd and 10. This was all on CD. He had the ball. Nobody took it from him. He just dropped the ball. He couldn't possess the ball. 2nd and 10, 3 wides in the back, tight end. Snap. Dak backing up. He's loading up again. He's going downfield. Incomplete. Going for the tight end. It was broken up by 2 Eagles defenders. It looked like Dak. Well, that play, Dak looked like he was pressing because he threw it into double coverage. So it's 3rd and 10. They talking, they huddling. 2:33 in the game. I don't know why they going for it all. They still got 3 timeouts. They got the 2-minute warning. I don't know what's going on. It's like they pressing. 3rd and 10. Trips in the tight end and shotgun motion. Dak with the ball. He's gunning. He's up. He throws it to the back. The back is stopped short of the first down at the 40. Short of the 40. It's 4th down. What are they going to do? They're wasting time. If they're going for it, they need to go now. And don't let the 2-minute clock stop them. It's 4th and 3. They're lining it up. They're going for it. And the T formation, Dak look like he's going to just stop. He's not going to get it off. 1 2-minute warning. Stupid. I don't understand that play. I don't understand that play because that timeout could have been saved for them to get the ball back. They could have got all 3 of their timeouts. I don't understand that play, but it's a 2-minute warning, 4th quarter, 4th and 3. They're going to commercial. They're going to have a conversation. I don't like that play. I personally don't like that play at all. You wasted several seconds to get to the 2-minute warning for what? You snap the ball, you go for it. You still got your 3 timeouts, and you still would have had the 2-minute warning. So now we got to sit back and wait for this 2-minute stoppage to see what exactly they're going to do. It's still 4th and 3. They still at their own 38-yard line. So do they punt it? If they were going to punt it, they should have punted it already. I personally don't agree with what they just did, but this is, for me, it's Cowboys doing Cowboy things to me because that made no sense. You take your timeout and then get your timeout back with a 2-minute warning, or you kick it off, whatever you're going to do it before the 2-minute warning. Get a free timeout. But now it's 4th and 3. They're back on the field. Trips on the left-hand side. Man in motion. Dak is in the shotgun. Eagles are blitzing. He lost it up. He got a man wide open. And CD drops this ball as well. Turnover over possession. Turnover on downs. Excuse me. CD was open. He was led correctly. He just couldn't come up with the ball. I can't ask for a better. The ball was a little overthrown, but it was overthrown just for CD. He made the dive attempt. He couldn't get there. It looked like it was an out route. Yeah, it was an out route. And he just couldn't get the ball. So now it's 1st and 10. The Eagles got the ball on the Cowboys side of the field. Let's see how they run this. Let's just see how they run it. They're at the 44-yard line. And the pistol. Saquon with the ball. Saquon being chased down in the backfield by Williams. Do they call a timeout? It looks like they did. First timeout. They're going to have CD. Ain't nothing wrong with CD, but he's going under the blue tent. First timeout taken by the Cowboys. 1 minute and 50 seconds. It was a loss on a play, so it should be 2nd and 11. They showing CD dropping all these passes. The first pass that I told you about, where it was almost picked up by Blankenship down the field, and the second one down the field, he just couldn't hold on to it. I think he's more. They think he might be concussed, but he looked like he's more upset that he dropped the daggone ball than anything. But it's 2nd down, shotgun formation. AJ's on one side of the field, Dotson and Devontae's on the other side. Saquon's in the backfield, shotgun formation. Snap. Jalen got the ball. Throws the ball to stay in bounds. AJ got his first catch in the fourth quarter with 1minute and 40-something seconds to go. They waved it, they continued the clock. He stayed in bounds, but Dallas calls their second timeout with 1minute and 42. It's 3rd down. It looked like it's a 3rd and 3. I don't know. This is I almost said nip tuck. The push tuck or whatever they call that daggone play. Looked like one of those plays, but he looked like he's about 3 yards out. I don't know if you can do that 3 yards out. It is 3rd and 3. If they stop them, do they kick the field goal? This is okay. They got the big lineman in that they traded for Michael Parsons. He's in the game. Let's see if he helps them stop the run. Or is it going to be a run? This is why we play the game. Saquon's in the backfield with Jalen Hurts. They got wide outs up. Saquon goes out. So it's just Jalen Hurts in the backfield by himself. Shotgun. And snap. He got it. He going to run it. And he gets the first down. Oh! He gets the first down. But they tell him to push the ball. Dallas got one timeout. So I think the ball game is going to be over eventually because they only have one timeout remaining. They left him isolated in the pocket. He ran the ball. There's nothing they could do about it. He could have thrown the ball, but he'd rather run it. So that's what he did. Big play by Jalen Hurts. But these are the types of games that, you can't really judge this game, right? Because at the end of the day, he may have thrown for 150 yards. He might have, the rushing game may have just given you 100 yards. But at the end of the day, they get the victory. Did they stop the clock? It looked like somebody called a timeout. Yeah, because they in formation victory. Dallas called. Oh, don't do that. They in victory formation. They can't stop the clock. So this game is eventually over. We just waiting for the clock to wind down. All right? Let me get my official stats out so I can give y'all the official stats. 50 seconds. They're going down the ball once again. They're in victory formation. They got to do it one more time. Dallas played. They played well enough. Dak Prescott was 21 of 34, 188 yards. No interceptions, no touchdowns though. No throwing touchdown. Javon Williams ran the ball 15 rushes for 54 yards, 2 touchdowns. The Dallas Cowboys actually ran the ball very well. They had over 100 yards rushing. CeeDee Lamb had 7 receptions for 110 yards. George Pickens in his first game with the Cowboys had 3 catches for 30 yards. You can't really ask for much, right? This just came down to what happened in the second half, time of possession, things like that. Jalen Hurts, 19 of 23, 152 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions, but he has 2 touchdowns. He ran the ball 14 times for 62 yards. Saquon ran the ball 18 times for 60 yards. Shipley had ran the ball 3 times for 26, and A.J. Dillon ran the ball for 10 yards 3 times. Dotson had Goddard led the receivers with 7 receptions. Dotson had the big 51-yard pass play, so he led the receivers with 59 receiving yards. Nothing really to talk about on the defense. They got that fumble recovery. They got that turnover, which was the lone turnover. No sacks on it by the Eagles. The Cowboys got half a sacks from, was it a half sack? It should have been half a sack for somebody. Oh no, it was Nealon had the only sack in the game. Let's go to the team stats. It was very close. 307 total yards for the Eagles. 302 yards total for the Eagles. 307 for the Cowboys. The Eagles should not have won this game. They had 9 penalties for 110 yards. The Eagles did have the ball a little bit more. Time possession was the Eagles 34-52 to 25 minutes for the Cowboys. But it just came down to they couldn't get the plays that they wanted to in the 4 quarters, the Dallas Cowboys. They couldn't connect. It was, I'm going to say CD dropped a couple of those passes that would have made this really relevant, especially the last 2 possessions of the game. But, hey, you can't really, like I said, it's week 1. You're going to see games like this. So, but like I said, the Eagles get the victory 24-20. They go to 1-0. They 1-0, 1-0 in the division. Dallas is 0-1. 0-1 in the division. We went through that. I don't know who they're going to give the play of the game to. That doesn't matter. Like I said, it was no interceptions thrown, only the fumble recovery. Like it was a very even game. Like I said, Dallas had more total yards. The Eagles had time of possession. The Eagles only had 6 more total plays in them. The third down efficiency was 7 for 11 for the Cowboys and 8 of 13 for the Eagles. They gave the game ball to Jalen Hurts because he had 152 yards passing plus 62 rushing and 2 touchdowns. Zach Bond had 9 total tackles by himself, and Saquon had a touchdown. So that's how we starting this year off. It wasn't high flying, it wasn't high octane, it wasn't anything like that. But they get the lead they get to leave the stadium tonight with a victory after they put the banner up as they begin their quest to repeat and defend their championship that they just won last year. So the Philadelphia Eagles win the ball game from 24-20. They get a nice 10 days off. They'll play week 2. I don't even know who they playing week 2. Week 2, who they play week 2? Let's see who they play week 2. The Eagles play the Chiefs. They play the Chiefs on the 14th at 4:25. They will be going to Kansas City. So it's a rematch in Kansas City. That's going to be something to look forward to. And the Cowboys, after this, they go to play. They play the New York Football Giants in Dallas next Sunday on the 14th, 1 o'clock. The Eagle game will be at 4:25. That will more than likely be the game, whatever channel. I don't know if it's going to be Fox or CBS, but that will be the 4:25 game for most of the country. The Eagles and the Chiefs rematch. And the Cowboys will be hosting the Giants on the 14th. So to wrap this up, the Eagles escape with a victory, 24-20, going to 1-0, defending their championship. So that was it for the football game tonight. I don't even know if my 33 brothers going live, but I don't even know. I would have to check YouTube. I ain't see him pop up here tonight, so I don't know if he's going live. He's not scheduled to go live, but knowing him, he may just pop up. But anyway, this was uh I actually enjoyed calling this. I just got upset a little bit because the stat check wasn't updating the way that I wanted it to. But other than that, I think I did pretty well calling the game. I'm gonna have to work on the availability of stat chats to keep it updated, refresh, so we can have up to date, live tracking of the game, rushing game, passing game, time of possessions, calls, all of that stuff. I'm gonna work on that as we go further. But it's week one. I'm pretty sure the NFL didn't get everything right, so I'm working from home. So, well, I'm working from the Channel 9 studio, so I can't get if they can't get it right, I'm right along with them. They highly equipped. I'm just working from the computer / laptop. But I did what I needed to do. I came at explained what happened after the long delay of the weather delay. But I'm happy to be able to give y'all some type of entertainment just by my play calling and my view of the game. Like I said, I don't like the fact that Dallas did what they did before the 2-minute warning. I think it hurt them more than it helped them. Obviously, because they ran out of timeouts, they couldn't stop. They couldn't stop the Eagles from just kneeling, staying in a victory position. But like I said, going forward, that's something that they have to work on. New coach, new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator. They got a lot to work on. But it's only week one. But that's because they only get 3 practices, 3 preseason games. So they'll get it together. They may try to rev up on the Giants next week on the 14th and show y'all that they mean business. But we have to wait. But like I said, we got other games coming forward. Like I said, tomorrow night is the Eagles and the Chiefs and the Chargers from I think they in South America. I want to say Brazil. That's not in Brazil. I can't remember where they playing the game at, but it's in South America. So they're gonna bring that to you on YouTube. 8 o'clock p.m. Then we got a whole bunch of slated games Sunday, which will end at 8:20 with for me the game of the week. The Chiefs. Excuse me, y'all. Y'all bear with me. The Ravens will be heading to Buffalo to play the Bills week 1. So we're gonna have a lot of divisional games. We're gonna have I know the Lions play the Packers week 1. I know the Jets play the Steelers. The Giants play the Commanders. I think the Falcons play Tampa Bay. So it's going to be a lot of different games, but I'll have a better recollection of it tomorrow to give y'all the full slate of games. But as of tomorrow, I'll probably catch the end of the game around 11:30. Normally I come on at 11:30 to speak about what happened on SmackDown. But as I said earlier, I may get into play calling mode and watching the game at the same time. So I may mess around and call the rest of the Chiefs versus Chargers game. And then in the commercial breaks, I'll have something to talk about as far as wrestling to give y'all some entertainment through the commercial breaks instead of just hearing me, you know, talk about random things. So that may be an idea. Don't quote me on it, but I will be back tomorrow night to have that conversation, both conversations, football and wrestling. But in the meantime, from the Channel 9 studios, I appreciate everybody stopping by tonight to hear my first call of the season with the Philadelphia Eagles winning the game 24-20. Uh, this is Mr. 33 signing off. Well, I'll see y'all later on tonight.